The all-new DJ Zulu Breakfast.
Culture in the movement, we are facing it in this current student movement. We feel like while we're supposed to all be focusing on the fact that we're being rubber bulleted and tear gassed in the name of free education, some of our comrades are prioritizing their sexual needs.
Well, I think that's a societal problem. I think everyone in each and every corner of South Africa needs to deal with the rape culture because it's a very painful thing. Well, you were asking me about our time. You see, we had political education. And that political education made it very possible for everyone around to really understand the pain. And also, secondly, we had a focus. We were all focused on the liberation of South Africa. Lastly, the African National Congress, in the camps in particular, could not tolerate that. So punishment was so severe that people would not even think of going that route. In my view is that in order to deal with this problem, we need to have education that cuts across both men and women, but men in particular. We need to bring men into the discussion, bring men into the understanding that when you look at a woman, it could have been your sister, it could have been your mother, it could have been anything. So don't look at that woman only from a point of view of what you're thinking of at that moment.
And quickly, I do know that a lot of you guys do a lot of partnership programs with the private sector. But do you think there's more private sector companies that are on board with some of the work that you're doing, or some of the leaders, or some of the most successful people?
I think that they need to move very, very fast in partnering with us, because at the end of the day, when the people of Alex are looking across, all they see is bright lights, and they look at the space around them. And what is happening is that business thinks that responsibility is only of government. All of us need to have, because people can't be sitting on reserves, millions and millions of reserves, and thinking they're not going to do anything about it because government has to do it. So it should be a collective responsibility to fix Alex, fix everything, and make sure that black people get into the mainstream. Imali mayingadluli over the heads of black people. Money must get into the hands of black people.
Business, or I just started a couple of months ago, or a year ago. I've been hearing about your ministry, and that it focuses on my type of businesses that are small businesses. How do I get in touch with you? How do I find out information?
We are on 77 Main Street in Pretoria at the DTI campus. I think most people know that. But I'll leave the telephone number, which you can then announce as the number for contact. But also remember, we've also got CEDA and CIFA, your Small Enterprise Development Agency, as well as your Small Finance Enterprise Development Agency.
Yes.
So because we've got financial and non-financial support, those are the two agencies. In our department puts more money into those agencies, because we believe that more money must not be spent by us sitting in Pretoria. The money must be spent being given to people to build their businesses.
Because it's
That's why I'm saying before I leave, I'm going to give you the numbers, which you can then announce those numbers for contact details. But lastly, one of the things that need to be understood by small and medium enterprises, it's not always about calling Pretoria. It's also about looking for those opportunities within the provinces themselves. All provinces have got MECs for economic development. What are they doing for small and medium enterprises? At local level, you've got local economic development offices. What are they doing for small and medium enterprises? So we're trying to make sure that access to our support needs to be at local, provincial, and national level.
Minister Lindiwe Zulu, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Small Business and Development Minister, you've been amazing, and thank you for waking up so early in the morning to join us on the DJ's Breakfast.